Thanks for stopping on in for today's NFL pick video play heading into Thursday night's action here between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. Should be a very competitive and intriguing matchup here between these two teams that are both trying to stay alive in that NFC playoff picture. Very competitive right now in the NFC in comparison to the AFC, right on that bubble of the playoff. Whoever loses today's game is probably going to be playing themselves out of a chance at the postseason, getting each team, it would be their respective seventh defeat on the year. So a lot at stake here in this divisional contest. If you guys are interested in getting all of our NFL plays for this week's action, you can get those over at stumpthespread.com, link down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So heading into this one, Washington is sitting as just ever so slight favorites. It actually opened with Dallas being favored in this one, but things have shifted over. Of course, with Ezekiel Elliott out, Dallas has just not been nearly as good, especially on the offensive side of the ball. In today's pick video play, we're going to be focusing more on the over-under. Currently, that total sitting at between about 45 to 46 points has risen a little bit from where this opened up earlier in the week, but that's where we're going to be focusing our efforts here in this one. So Washington right now standing 5-6 overall, mirrors the same record as the Dallas Cowboys, but of course Dallas getting that tiebreaker advantage given the fact that Dallas beat Washington in Washington in what was a competitive game for a bit there, but then the Cowboys pulled away in the second half, going to pick up that one by a final of 33-19. But of course, Ezekiel Elliott was going in that one, and he was a big factor there for the Cowboys offensively. But since that loss, the Redskins, they've gone against one of the toughest schedules or stretches of games that any team could face in the NFC. They won on the road against Seattle, which was a great result there for the Redskins. And then they went back-to-back weeks against the Vikings and Saints. They fell just short in both of those games, but they were both highly competitive, high-scoring games. The Redskins were able to get back on track in their last outing with the schedule easing up a bit on them. Home game against the New York Giants, Washington was able to take care of business in that one, picking up the win by a final of 20-10. On the year, Washington has had to rely and put a lot more pressure on their offense than they'd probably want to, given some of the shortcomings we've seen from them on the defensive side of the ball, especially with injury concerns. But Washington right now, they rank 12th in the NFL in scoring average, 25th in total team defense. And I actually do feel like this is a matchup where Dallas can be able to get things back on track offensively, given the fact that they've already had success against this Washington defense once this year on the road. And also Dallas has now had a couple of games without Ezekiel Elliott, so they can kind of see, based on the game film, the things that they're able to maybe do a little bit better here as they continue to try to play without their best overall player. I feel like, especially behind their home field advantage, Dak Prescott, it's his time to step up for this group to show that he is the kind of star that everyone thinks or a lot of people think he can be anyways, and not just a product of having a really great offensive line paired with arguably the best running back in the NFL. But the Redskins, right now, Kirk Cousins, they say that he needs to prove himself down the stretch if they're going to give him an extended long-term contract. I feel like Cousins has proven himself over the years in Washington to be deserving of that franchise level extended contract kind of quarterback. This year, without the same level of weapons and offensive coordinator, he's still producing. He's thrown for over 3,000 yards, 19 touchdowns. And Washington, they wouldn't be anywhere close to 5-6 overall if they didn't have a quarterback to the level of what Kirk Cousins has played this year, given the deficiencies that they've had on the defensive end with that 25th NFL overall ranked defensive unit. So the Cowboys, same record right now as the Redskins, 5-6 overall. They're on a 3-game losing streak against a tough schedule, but the Cowboys, they haven't even been able to reach double-figure scoring in each of these defeats, losing at the Falcons, getting blown out at home by the Eagles, and then getting blown out at home in their last outing by the Chargers. It's pretty much put up or shut up time right now for this talented Dallas group. Dak Prescott, we feel like he is going to be able to step up to the plate today. He's at home. He's going against a manageable defense. And he's now had some time here to work without Elliott in the lineup to try to get things heading back in a more positive direction. This is his best chance, or one of his best chances down the stretch here, to kind of get the Cowboys back into that playoff picture potentially. But the Cowboys on the year, they actually rank similarly to their opposition. They're 15th in the NFL in scoring average, 24th in total team defense. So coming into this one, our play, like I said, we're going to be focusing on that over-under, and we feel like it's going to push to the over today, over the 45 to 46 points, given the reasons that we've stated so far. Neither of these defenses have been all that great this year, 24th and 25th ranked respectively. We feel like Dallas's offense has a better chance to bounce back today than what we've seen out of them lately. And also, we do expect Washington here to come out, compete hard, and have a good shot at putting up some points here against this Dallas defense. So again, guys, siding with the over on the total here, and to get all of our NFL plays for this week's action, you can get those over at stumpthespread.com, link down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping on in. We hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.